Hello, everybody. It is Friday, February 21st, 2025. This is my weekly vlog. Everybody take a deep breath. Been a long 31 days, hasn't it? And Trump voters, I get it now. I think there's two reasons the majority of you voted for him. One, you thought he was going to lower your taxes or lower grocery prices. How's that working out for you? Scuttlebutt is he's not going to get those tax breaks he promised. Congress isn't going to approve it. And we all know grocery prices have skyrocketed. Okay. Second reason I think majority of you voted for him. He told you what he was going to do. Immigration, abortion, prices, taxes, Department of Education, everything. Federal government employees. When I say Department of Education, I really mean federal government employees. You thought, because, I really don't know why. I was going to say cause, but I don't know why. But you thought he was going to go after all the people or factions of society that you didn't like. Black and brown people, immigrants, LGBTQ, transgender. Yeah. How's that working out? Seen a lot of videos on social media. People saying they regret voting for him, that it's affecting them. They've lost their food stamps, other benefits, Medicare, Medicaid, and they're crying and they're like, what can I do? Look, don't get it wrong. I firmly believe, and I think I said it in another video, there's fraud, waste, and abuse in the government. And I think it's at all levels, local, state, and federal. Does it need to be cleaned up? Yes. But that fraud, waste, and abuse, that's on both sides, Democrats and Republicans. So don't just blame the Democrats. Don't just blame the Republicans. However, the way that it's supposedly being cleaned up is not the way. And the ironic thing about it is he ran on the promise of dealing with immigrants and immigration, right? There's an immigrant that's doing all this. Musk isn't even a U.S. citizen, and he's tearing the federal government apart, all the while raking in millions. And the savings he's supposedly done, where's it at? Nobody's shown us the numbers, shown us any proof. All we see are displaced federal workers. So what's going to happen when the unemployment rate comes out next month? Because it's going to skyrocket. Federal government isn't the only entity letting people go. Is the administration, the Trump administration, going to try to blame Biden for the unemployment rate increase? Because it's going to increase. Think not. Well, not that they can legitimately blame him, but I think they will try to blame him. Hell, they might even try to blame Obama. And he hasn't been president for hundreds of years, it seems like, doesn't it? So I get that. Now, for you true Republicans, because I firmly believe MAGAs are not true Republicans. They're extremists. For you true Republicans, it's time for you to stand up. You've got to stand up and you need to fight back against it. I hear you being threatened. Hey, you stand against Trump. We're going to back whoever's going to run against you when it's time. You're going to lose your seat anyway. If things keep going the way they're going, if you're up for a re-election in midterms in November 26th, you're going to lose anyway. You have a better chance of keeping your seat if you fight back, if you stop what's happening in America right now. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Do something. It's going to take somebody in the Republican Party, a true Republican, to stand up and stand against Trump and Musk. Otherwise, we're heading to a dictatorship, which something else ironic. We were taught in grade school that the Pilgrims came across the pond to get away from a dictatorship. They didn't want to be ruled by a king. And now you have someone who's in office now trying to be a king. I wonder what would happen if Trump showed up at any event with a crown on his head. Would the maggots approve of that? Would the true Republicans approve of that? And let me also do a proviso. When I'm saying maggots, it's MAGATS, not MAGGOTS. Enough politics. You know what I had to do last Friday? I had to buy a whole new home HVAC system and a split duct system. Thousands of dollars. I'm talking thousands of dollars. And what's scary about it, how am I going to pay that if I lose my job? I got 3 years to pay it. I'm going to try to pay it off early. And what's even scarier, if you're in a situation where you need to get heating, AC unit, whatever, if you don't get it now, with the tariffs going into effect, you're going to be paying a whole heck of a lot more than what I paid. And I paid a pretty penny. I'm not even playing. Hell, I tell you, I paid $18,000 and I negotiated. I haggled with them to get that. I had to haggle to get the 3-year financing, 0%. I had to haggle to get the price down. Just imagine what that price is going to be when the tariffs kick in. And God forbid you need AC when it's summertime. You know, it's February now. They don't have much work. Their installers don't have much work. So they're willing to work with you. To anyone who's watching this video, I don't care if you're a Republican, a Democrat, whatever. How do you feel about the way the federal government is being handled? How do you feel about the way our country is being handled? And why do you feel that way? And let me just say this. I know a lot of people, based on the comments, believe I'm a staunch Democrat. I don't consider myself a staunch Democrat. For instance, when McCain was running, I seriously considered, hell, I was going to vote for him against Obama. Then he picked his VP running mate, and I was like, yeah, no. You've lost me now. She wasn't the brightest tic-tac in the butt, you know. And other Republicans I've supported, Liz Cheney, Romney, Bush. So I can go either way. What I look for in a candidate is, what are they going to do for the country? For people who are for or against them, for people who come in all different shapes, sizes, colors, beliefs, sexual orientations, whatever. What are you going to do for all of us, not just some of us? Because when you take care of some of the people, inevitably, you're hurting, you're damaging the rest of the people. Now, I'm a Star Trek fan, and the greatest Star Trek movie ever was The Wrath of Khan. And if you've seen that movie, I hope I don't spoil this for those who haven't, but I'll just say this. A pivotal character in the Star Trek franchise, the original series, dies in that movie. And he tells the captain, and I'm going to paraphrase it, I'm sure I'm not quoting it verbatim, but basically, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one. So I need candidates, I need elected officials who are going to take care of the needs of the many, not the few, not the one, meaning him or herself. That's not a good leader for the country. And one more thing, and I'll close out for this week. We, the United States of America, we are a laughingstock globally. Countries are laughing at us, pitying us, crying for us. How does that make you feel? Food for thought this weekend. Yeah, leave a comment. Let's be respectful. Let's start a discussion. I respond to all comments. And again, be respectful. Till the next video, all the best. Bye for now.